All right, good morning, YouTube. We've got a small little project, going to be rather niche, but it's the CNC rocket racing mirror that you can see on the MV Agusta F4. The folding mechanism folds out, folds in, it's on the bar end, and it's not working today, so we're going to clean it up and try and get it back on. As you can see, here's the F4. There is where the mirror normally goes. There you go. Yes, I'm recording. Normally the mirror clicks on there and folds in and out. It was getting stuck. So we go over here. Over here, we can see it has been disassembled. There's the mirror. There is a spring that goes in the mirror. That little piece sticks out. It's a little cylinder piece. There are two gaskets on either side. The cylinder piece then fits into the grooves of this. The spring pushes it in. And then this is, of course, going to be your screw that holds the mirror through those holes onto there. And so you tighten that. And so ideally, when you fold the mirror in and out, you can tell that piece pushes out from there with the spring, and your cylinder locks into the groove. That's the idea. So we're going to clean that up and see if it works, because right now it's getting stuck. You can even see there's a little cylinder inside there where the spring goes. So I'll make sure that is nice and clean in there. Okay, we have all the parts cleaned up. Gonna add a little bit WD-40 just to make sure everything's greased up. We'll test it out. Apparently my fingers are way too big to handle little springs about that size. Come on. There we have it. Spring is in. Next up, little cylinder. Come on. Okay, cylinder is on there. You can kind of see it's floating a little bit on top of the spring. So now we've got that. Set it down, and the cylinder is probably going to fall out because of course it will. We got to get this guy back, and then it can push it in. Now back here, spring is still in. Let's try and get the cylinder piece in. Oh, first try. Now this goes in on there, and then put the screw through. All right, screw is in. You can tell I just put a little bit of pressure in here, but the spring is working, so we can tell that. Then let me just thread the nut on. Then, again, no movement. As in, I'm trying to go up with this, and no movement. Okay. So with a little bit of force, it does move. That's it at 90. And something I'm also noticing is that the black on this is stripping away because it's getting caught. All right, back over to the bike. Got our mirror. That's where it goes. Part of it's on there. We have our 3mm and our 4mm, because why not make them, different. CNC Racing goes up. There is a nut on the bottom that I should tighten as well. Ooh. better. Cool, fixed it. All right, back to this weighted position. Just to be useful, it's an 8mm socket for the bottom nut, and a 3 for the top, and then a 4 for that guy.